values, some habitats that need to be conserved, and also to see if these habitats are disconnected and if there is a need for reconnection, corridors, we call that corridors. And design the landscape, and also to connect and to involve youth and local communities in this design. The second component, it's about conservation, biodiversity conservation and pollination services. So we will have this field assessment of pollinators to look on bees, but also other pollinators that are linked to the forests, and to see if this biodiversity is maintained when we have less forests, or if we have losers and winners of deforestation. We also want to connect, to involve youth and universities with master students in the data collection, to also educate and explain how to do this monitoring. And as we explained during the Forest World, we will use tourism in Kakamega. And they will also launch the Kakamega Youth Hub that will help to connect the young people with issues for biodiversity, pollinators and restoration, and the preservation of Kakamega biodiversity. And the last component, so we will join all of the data collected in the different work packages, components, use that as a mosaic of information, and to see if we need to design corridors, to create ecological corridors. For that, it's a collaboration across different sectors, so the scientists, policymakers, communities, local communities, and also adaptation to climate change. Ecological corridors, some social impacts, empowering of youth and locals. New jobs will be promoted with ecotourism. Of course, we have new information, maybe new species, maybe other information that will come from the science. And in terms of policy, so Kakamega at the end of the project could be a model for other forests, a model to how to design a project to improve ecological corridors. So thank you. This was a brief presentation of the project.
Okay, so this project, and I think we will start by a word from Kenya Forest Service.
Our Excellency France, 6 development partners with us in Kakamega Forest. As you have been told, Kakamega Forest is very important. It is the only remaining tropical rainforest in Kenya, and the remnants of Congolian rainforest bed, because the tropical rainforest, it was supposed to stretch from Somalia all the way to West Africa, but because of the increasing human population, this forest has been fragmented, and the only remaining one in Kenya, which is here in Kakamega, we treasure it very well. You've been told it's a home of 380 tree species, 400 birds, and several primates. We are really partnering with 2 county governments, Kakamega and Vihiga, because we treasure this forest very much, and also the surrounding communities. There's huge pressure on it. But we really thank the 2 governments, because we've agreed with the community that we do a fence, an electric fence, and we have made sure that the communities benefit heavily. For these projects, we are very, very happy, because it's going to boost the livelihoods of the communities. Through ICIPE, we have several livelihoods database enterprises. You've been told the issue of honeybees, the issue of stingless bees, and several other products which are being sustainably harvested from the forest, especially medicinal plants, we also have our agricultural sector relies on our forests. The landscape is highly agriculturalized, depending on rain-fed agriculture. So we endeavor and make sure that our development partners, we heavily do a lot of extension, because more or less like the protected areas though they are less, but they are very important. We also need to increase the forest area on our landscapes, because we have done heavily agriculture. We have stretches of sugarcane plantations, maize plantations, but our development partners, we are encouraging you that we do a lot of extension. Though the research section is going to inform us on what is new, because we also rely on emerging issues, emerging nature-based enterprises which need to be exploited. They are underutilized, like the example of the bees. We also encourage that our development partners, we increase the beehives to our communities, and also factor in the issue of tree nurseries. You realize that we still depend on high-valued fruit trees from outside the county. So we are encouraging that our development partners, as you engage with the youth, let us also inculcate the new technologies of grafting, so that our youth can have a meaningful engagement, which is going to give them money and resources. Because we also need to look at the long term. We are also pleased that this project is also looking at the schools, starting from those who are very young, because once the issue of environment is inculcated in our kids, they will tend to make sure that they live in a very good environment. So with that, I can say that we are also pleased with the Rondo for giving us this facility. Also, I think most of us, we have enjoyed the nature walk, and you realize that you even feel more better, not more in terms of health. Yeah. So we also encourage you to ensure that once in a while you visit our nearest forests, so that you are able to learn what is there in the forest.
Kenya Forest Services for welcoming the project. And now it's my pleasure to ask Honorable T.
Thank you very much. The Ambassador, Your Excellency, the Deputy Governor, all protocols observed. Good afternoon. Yeah, mine is just to appreciate all the partners within the consortium for accepting to invest in this proposal as forwarded to you through the Wangari Maathai Foundation. And I'm glad to have been part of the team that initiated the talks together with our MCA there, Honorable Jair. You can just stand up for him. Jair is nominated MCA in the Kakamega County Assembly, and she's passionate about environmental conservation issues. And she told me she'll still get me more partners. The inorganic waste, inorganic waste is still have a challenge. So when the team first came to pay a courtesy call to His Excellency the Governor, we were actually advised to form a technical working group, which was formed in collaboration with the Masinde Muliro University, ICIPE, and the county government. I think Chief Silingi is here. Chief Silingi leads the technical working group. So in case you're stuck regarding the county government, you're free to reach out to him. But I just want to assure you, as a county government, we are doing a lot. But the project will open our eyes more, because of the data that you're going to collect from it, in terms of even the GIS mapping, the landscape, and even the outcomes that you just outlined there would be very important for us, because even as we empower our youth and the CFS that live around the forest through the signing of the forest management agreement with KFS, we need to find a way of ensuring sustainability, because this consortium will not be there forever for us. And even this particular county government, led by Governor Baraza and His Excellency Ayub Savula, will not be there forever. So we have to find a way of ensuring that this continues throughout the future, and we even make it much better. We have invested quite a lot in climate change mitigation and biodiversity conservation as a county government, and I really want to appreciate the technical support we have received from KFS. We have received a lot of support from Safaricom Foundation, from Rhino Arc and Vihiga County, and we've been able to fence a bit of the forest. That's about 5 kilometers. We still have around 85 kilometers to go, and we call other partners to come on board and support the initiative. I've received reports that we have started seeing a lot of biodiversity regeneration. Some plants that had become extinct have started coming up again because of that intervention. And even as we think about ecotourism, which is a sleeping giant in this county, actually we have many tourist attractions. Apart from the forest, we have the Crying Stone, we have the Nabongo cultural sites, and many other cultural sites. But for this forest, the initiatives you're taking now will then let many people also take an interest and come. For this forest, the road is pathetic. So maybe I would like to ask the ambassador if you can help us tarmac the entire road that's going around the forest. We will appreciate it. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
We will have a speech by the ambassador of France to Kenya.
First of all, want to welcome CONSERVE KAKAMEGA. Feel free to come home, and if you have an opportunity to spend here, you can stay in the local community and provide. Secondly, I want to take this opportunity also to thank our partners in this project, and we also visited the project where you are from 2 or 3 years back. Also, we have investment opportunities in Kakamega. We have a CEO investment here, and I request that ambassador will exchange contact because that is one door. We have an open door policy where she coordinates all the investment for our county, and we have an investment opportunity here. We already have one resort within the forest, so we encourage him if you can get a French investor to establish an eco-lodge within Kakamega. It will help us boost the tourism activities within this Western Kenya tourism. We have opportunity also of creating the zip line. You know the zip lines in the forest. It will help us attract more tourists, and it will be also an opportunity for viewing animal sanctuary within this forest. Okay, we're also looking for more attractive events within the Kakamega forest, but the community around normally organizes marathon week weekend, annual. What's the idea of Marilla Foundation, which is also a
We know the resource envelope for the national government is constrained, so we don't ask because this is an important facility. There is only the total rainforest in East Central Africa. So please, let's chip in as partners. We boost the economy of the county, and that eventually will be boosting the economy of the county. Thanks for the partners, and thank you for the partners. And because today was the day for the governor, and past celebrations from the governor. Is a way of official duties, and take this opportunity on behalf of the government now to welcome our chief guest to make the final remark and officially decide on our launch.
Na bwana, habari za mchana. Pili kwa maji kawaida ile kutembea kwa msitu, lakini leo ni muhimu sana na kujua mradi hii ni muhimu sana kwa hali ya msitu. Leo lazima hapa Kakamega karibu msitu tunakumbuka hayati Prof. Wangari Maathai, bingwa wa Afrika, bingwa wa Kenya, bingwa wa Afrika, lakini bingwa wa dunia nzima. Alifanya kazi nzuri wa kuhifadhi mazingira yetu, lakini pia ile haki ya binadamu. Let me perhaps have a quote from the late Prof. I think she said, tukigamiza mazingira yetu, nayo pia yatatugamiza. If you mistreat the environment, then you will be mistreated. So I think this is an important quote because as we see here, this is the policy for Kakamega, this is for the Ababero, this is for Kuru. These are public goods. I want to say that. Why are we doing projects where why are we investing in Kakamega as much as one government below Kakamega? Because I think this is part of our heritage. This is the global public good. Forests are utility the land of humanity. If we destroy them, we destroy ourselves. So Kakamega is part of this global ecosystem, and I think that's why we take